Oh, we are live right now. How y'all doing? You know what we doing? We acting like we ain't leave. Y'all probably like, who just popped up next to Luch? Yo, I got a new special guest who just jumped on the bus today. Golden Gates Bus TV. I guess. Who are you?
It's your fucking boy, man. Hartford Po, Hartford, stand up, hide me. We in the building talking.
True. For the little bit of people who are out there who's lost in the sauce, tell them your social media and how to find you.
I'm Hartford Po on all platforms, everywhere, all YouTubes, everything. Instagram is Mr. Pesci 860. That's the only thing different again is Mr. Pesci 860. Peshy 860.
Okay. And ladies, would you guys like to briefly introduce yourselves?
I'm Felicia Johnson. I'm a writer, and I'm publishing a book this year called Oh Africa. And it's my love letter to my brothers and sisters on and off the continent of Africa, whatever language you speak, whatever country you may live in. I'm just sharing that love that I have.
Word, that's deep. That's love.
Mm-hmm.
It's magic. It's that black girl magic. And my next special guest.
Yeah, hi. I'm Rebecca.
I'm about to say, I know she ain't disappeared.
See, no, I'm here. Oh, wait. That could be. I kind of felt like, right?
There we go. You got it.
I'm trying.
You got it.
So I don't know how Luch found me.
Wow.
We'll just say it was magic, right? We'll say it was some kind of divine intervention.
Universal alignment.
But do you believe in that? Do you believe like the universe? Come on.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Energy is everything, of course.
Right. So I'm Rebecca Ann Lowe Cicero. I'm a psychic medium. I'm born in Hartford, raised in Connecticut, and nationally known. I'm on all kinds of book, TV, little Netflix, little bit, But what I find real and what I find exciting is meeting everybody that I could possibly meet, having any kind of opportunity I could possibly have to read somebody, to bring inspiration to, or to learn from, where you get your energy and your divine and your music and your experience. I've been doing this 30 years. So every new experience is a new experience for me to share if I was to bring somebody's loved one in, or if I was to, help enhance somebody's life in some way. And yeah, that's me. And you didn't know that there was a psychic coming, right?
That's that Rebecca magic. Rebecca dropping some of that Rebecca magic on them real quick. So
I might. I'm writing notes.
So Mr. Hartford Po, for those who don't know, tell us how you got started in music. Where did it all begin? Who the day before you were not Hartford Po, then the day you were Hartford Po? Tell us about that day.
Like music, like honestly, like I always been around it. I grew up around it. My father, rest in peace, he was a singer. You know what I'm saying? All that. But
what kind of singer?
My father, I'm Puerto Rican. My father was a salsa singer. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking, it was always just around me. Then I grew up, you know what I'm saying, from the north side, from the north end of Hartford, Bellevue Street. Like, my friends was always in the rapping, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Jay Black. He the one who actually, like, nobody really know. He the one who actually really pushed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would always just rap just for me and him. It wasn't like, I didn't think it was going to get to this way it's at today. You get what I'm saying? It was just more or less like just me rapping for the block, for the neighborhood shit. But then it just
stuck.
When it got to like the middle schools, then the high schools, and then the juvenile centers and shit like that, it was just like I had a different touch. Me seeing I could change the energy in the room always stuck with me. You get what I'm saying? So like, it was just more the people that made me want to rap. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's very interesting that you said that your dad did music, and that is that like that's like kind of your inspiration, right? Would you say it stems from there? Or?
I don't want to say that. I can't really. I was just around it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Life was more my inspiration. The shit I was going through type of shit. That's what really pushed me. It was more, I vent this way. You get what I'm saying? This shit more therapy for me than anything. So like, being that I seem to gravitate to people by what I'm saying, it kind of, that's my energy to keep pushing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sort of like a voice for motherfuckers who can't put it together in words. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
as far as that, to articulate it to really be felt like that. So like me seeing that is like, damn, like it's other motherfuckers that feel like me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Or it's motherfuckers that's going through what I'm going through, and I just like to touch them in the heart first. If I could touch them in the heart first, I always touch their ears. So like that shit always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So now the momentum it just keep going throughout the years. So it's like,
all right, okay, okay. Ladies, anything to say?
I love when you said you like to change the energy in the room.
Yeah, just being aware of that ability is like I finally caught it. I'm just being real with you. Like the last couple of years, I started to take notice. You know what I'm saying?
What was it for you that made you kind of nip it? Because we were talking about that earlier. Like I wanted to know, do you believe everybody has a little bit of psychic ability, or do you think it's just gifted to some people?
I believe everybody do. Some people just more in tune than others. Some people just probably scared of that shit or scared of what somebody might feel or say, so they don't really bother with it. But like, I believe everybody do to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Some people just more intuitive than others. You know 100%. What I'm saying?
I agree. Okay. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. Tell me about your most scariest dream.
Every day I wake up. You know, I can't say a scariest dream. Like,
give me one when you're sleeping. One when you're sleeping.
I can tell you some real shit.
Yeah, give me a real one.
Like, I don't want to say it was a dream or a nightmare or some shit. It was just something I kept seeing that happened to me. You get what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
And I had I was this happened. I'm gonna be real with you. It happened like 2012. And anybody who close to me, they know this. I talked to them about the same shit because it was weird to me, but it was real to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I had just came home in 2013. I was only home 90 days, and then I caught another case right after. You get what I'm saying? And it was a little heftier. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
But before all that even happened, like I kept fucking seeing me, I kept seeing me walking down the county hallway going to medical in the red jumper cuffed up.
Before you ever got
Before I even got there. And what I mean by that is 9 times out of 10, when you catch a case on parole, you go straight to SAG. So they put you in them jumpers and shit like that. And you got to go to medical, get your little shots and all that shit. Yeah. I kept seeing that. I wasn't scared of the shit or nothing. It was just like me being paranoid. That's what I thought. I just came home. You get what I'm saying? So I'm still on parole. So I'm thinking like, I'm just thinking that way.
Yeah.
But I kept seeing this shit. And it's like, the second vision I kept seeing, it was, no offense, I kept seeing like a white dude at the corner of my house, like my door, playing peekaboo. I couldn't put the face to the situation because it was just like briefly, but I kept seeing that shit.
What did that mean to you?
They about to hit my shit. You feel what I'm saying?
We all know that.
So sure enough, I swear to God, sure enough, yo. About a couple weeks later, I'm in the motherfucking house and the shit happened just like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? My door open, motherfucker peeked his head in. I'm on the phone with my mother. My daughter didn't go to school that day. You know what I'm saying?
So
and
she was at home?
She was on the couch, yo. This shit was crazy, yo. And we waiting for her mother to come back so I could take off and do whatever I had to do. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm on the phone with Mom Dukes. She joking, and mind you, the daycare literally right behind my house. So when they outside, they can see my house. You get what I'm saying? I don't see they got the whole shit surrounded. But I can see the motherfucker opening up the door, peeking his head in. I'm like, oh, man. I say in Spanish, like, Ma, forgive me, they got me, I love you. I put the phone on speaker, put the phone down, I just start smiling, put my hands up. They freeze, motherfucker, freeze. All that wild, stupid shit. My daughter in there going bananas, so I'm kind of getting defensive. Like, yo, y'all got me, put y'all guns down. Like, y'all bugging right now, man. She fucking 4 years old. They keep coming in. Everybody who come in got a bigger gun. You know what I'm saying?
That's just ridiculous. Yeah.
They're supposed to respond differently
because it's they don't know that. They just know, to them it's looking like it was a search and seizure. They didn't know what they was looking for. They just rushing the house. You get what I'm saying?
That's just system issue.
And
that's a shame.
There was a bunch of motherfuckers, parole, the correction motherfuckers was there, you feel me, task forces, all type of shit. But that shit was like, back to the point at hand, it was just like, I kept seeing that shit before it happened. So it's not like, I don't want to say I was like prepared, but I was like ready. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was fucked up to my environment, my people, my family and shit like that. But I knew what I'm getting myself into. You get what I'm saying? I know it come with anything I do.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And you foresee it. And so do you think that if you did not foresee it before it came, that it would have happened? Do you believe that?
I think it would have happened. It probably would have been worse.
if you
Because
didn't
I
foresee
usually
it.
got guns, all type of shit around me at that time. You get what I'm saying? So even on parole at that time, I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it was at that time. You feel what I'm saying? But it definitely would have been a lot worse.
Okay.
Because, like, me being naive, if I'd have been naive to what I was seeing and shit like that, yo, like, it was at one point in time, like, I was just on go. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it was, it was. You feel what I'm saying? So we just rushed out hammers and all type of shit. Fight. Whatever, who knows what could have inspired from that type of shit.
Yep.
This ain't nothing to glorify. That was stupid shit. You get what I'm saying? But I'm glad I caught it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I would act on that, I know I probably would have just been coming home. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And yeah, you got a daughter, so.
Daughter, I got 5. You get what I'm
5?
saying? Hell yeah. I got I got 2 boys and 3 girls, and then my stepdaughter. That makes 6.
Okay. Ladies, anything to say?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you didn't strike her for speechless. Come on.
No, I had a lot to say. I was thinking Dios míos, but
Well, you know, you
no,
picture.
it's always hard, you know, when you have your kids and you want to protect your children, you want to protect them from these experiences, you know, so to have that power taken away from you and not even be able to shield her.
Wow, that on some real shit. That was the most degrading moment of my
That
life
is
as a
the
father.
most.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm so sorry.
Watching your daughter like scream for you, and you literally can't do shit. Man, that shit broke my heart, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Changes you.
that shit fucked me up. Like, that shit fucked me up. That shit fucked me up.
Yo, it's your boy Luch the God, live from the Pod Bus, doing what I do for real. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for liking, commenting, and sharing, subscribing to content. Y'all know I do what it does, and I does what it do. In order to keep doing this, though, I do need some donations. If y'all got it like that, I would love to take some donations so I can get this bus on the road and I can come to a city and state near you. Till then, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 4,000 watch hours so we can get this thing monetized and we can get on the road. In order to do that, y'all know what time it is. Support. Best way we know how. Lucha God in the building. Lucha God on the Pod Bus for real. Doing this for real. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Peace.
I'd like to know, like, when you think about that situation and how you saw that in your head and you saw that was preparing you, do you still have moments like that now? Because I know from my experience, because I've just been intuitive on things for so long. Have you ever, like, I know I jumped in on you. I heard the dots. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Oh, okay. So,
Do you want to start that?
Nah, I
Cut
let
that
you
shit.
finish.
I don't care.
Nah, I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
I was curious if you still get visions. Like, do you still get visions like that? Do you still get, things like that?
do.
Because I get good things like that sometimes.
See, the thing is, right, I felt like I had to go through that. Like, the visions changed. And the visions changed during that.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when me going through that, it just, for some reason, like, it just had to happen, yo. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No, yeah, everything happens for a reason.
So,
It happens
like,
when it's supposed to happen at the
and
moment.
it happened, like,
It's crazy.
that shit, like, to just come from I just, like, you gotta understand this shit, man. I just came home. You understand what I'm saying? Like, on my second gun charge. You get what I'm saying? My first one, I was 17. I happened to be in the car with some people, and I took the rap. You get what I'm saying? That's the first time or whatever. Second time is funny. It's like, this is some funny shit. The last situation, a friend of mine kind of got me in a situation. You get what I'm saying? And,
But going forward, you see things different?
I'm gonna get right to you.
Okay.
Like, to come home from that, they can take it from there, right? To come home and then, my situation was so fucked up. Like, it wasn't time to look for a job. I had to just do what was around me. You get what I'm saying? So now from that, me seeing that, I ain't know what the fuck was gonna come with that shit. I know what come with it, but what happened that came with it was fucked up. Like, my kids got took from me. You get what I'm saying? Like, they took them. The system took them. You get what I'm saying? Not from that situation, but along shit that can't happen after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's happening while I'm in there, and all this other shit happening there. My niggas is dying while I'm in there. All type of shit. Family, like, I took 5 years. I did 5. You get what I'm saying? They gave me 5 special. That's 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So Mind you, I just came home again on my second gun charge. I caught my second heroin case. It was looking all bad. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, not looking at the effects of the shit that was happening to my kids and shit like that, I had to focus on me because they talking 15 years, they talking 18 years, shit that at that moment, all you got is you. You can't even worry about nothing right now. Like, as fucked up as that shit is and how it sounds, it's reality. When a motherfucker telling you, we about to take this from you, and they already took that from you, your most valuable, which is,
like
you know.
Panic.
So now going to where I was going with this shit, like this, as all that is still happening, nothing changed throughout the bed, but like when you ain't got no choice but to be strong, it's just what it is. Your vision's changed. You're more positive, more shit. Cause it's like, all right, I got to keep my mental busy to not think like that, feel like that. You feel me? So now everything start looking different because now I'm sentenced already. I know what I got to do. I know I got 5 years to fucking do. So I got 5 years to get my mental shit straight. You understand what I'm saying?
You gonna use 5 years? Why not crunching it into 2?
Because
He's talking
that's
about
just
time he can't control.
Oh, time
you can't control.
So it's like
Okay.
you may as well take advantage of the opportunity.
You understand what I'm saying? So like, what I'm saying is, in like the 2 years of that 5, I was in the mix.
Yes.
That's when my
That's
vision
how-
started to change.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I started to see like I started writing more.
Okay.
I wasn't writing my first couple years. I didn't give a fuck about that shit because shit was so real for me. I couldn't put the words together because I was still going through the emotions.
You have to heal.
You know what I'm
before you
saying?
can.
I had to heal first. I still ain't healed, but I found balance. You know what I'm saying? And that was everything to me, finding that balance, that patience. Feel me? So my vision started getting more because like now I'm in there into like yo, every fucking jail I went through, dog, to be walking them hallways and to hear the whispers like, yo, that's that kid Hartford Po right there. Like, yo, that's that kid Po right there. A lot of motherfuckers never seen me before. They think I'm some big black dude. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's that who Poppy right there? Like, yeah, that's Po, nigga. Like, you feel me? Other niggas know me from different shit. But for the dudes that can only listen to me from ears and only know me from that, that's where they get that from. Like, oh, goddamn, I'm in here for real. Okay. But then to see the COs and shit like that, like, yo, what's your name? I'm like, Rodriguez. They're like, no, what they call you? I'm like, oh, they like, you be rapping. Why the fuck they here? Like, to see that blew my fucking mind. So that made me body composition shits and really start putting it down. So like, my vision started getting different. Now I know I really want to attack the music more because again, to see the energy change in these fucked up ass places was fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To see the CEOs, white dudes like, dude, you're fucking. Dude, go home and you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That shit mean a lot to a motherfucker for my, you know.
I feel like that'll make times 5 to see that other people are enjoying me, but you know you're in a place
It
where
brought
you can't
balance.
even do
Again,
nothing
it brought balance. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that shit. So now the visions go to, and it's one I still have to this fucking day that I've been having since fucking 7A and fucking Willard, and fucking Top Bunk. I keep seeing like the fucking stage. I don't know what it is, but I just see that shit. I see that shit from afar. You know what I'm saying? And I've been seeing that shit. It's been 7 years I've been home. It's been like over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Been seeing that shit. And that shit gracefully coming. I can't put the finger on that motherfucker, but I feel that shit, you know?
Gracefully. Would we want it any other way?
Shit.
Gracefully. I like that.
Oh shit, gracefully.
Right?
I take it gracefully. Shit. I want that shit to be easy
Let
on
me
me.
read you. Can I read you?
Yeah, please.
Can I go into that
Read my man Hartford
space?
Po, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is something special right now because this is a reason. Matter of fact, we're gonna take a break because I want you to get a clean go at them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick
right,
break. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Y'all got some of Hartford Po film his story.
Okay.
We're gonna have Miss Rebecca give him a read. Let's get it.
All right.
I'm watching her take notes before you even started speaking, so it's just been.
Connecticut, New York, and Massachusetts? Are you ready to take your party to the next level, introducing a real gaming experience? Well, buckle up because we've got something extraordinary for you. Introducing the Golden Gates Mobile Gaming Bus, your ultimate gaming destination on wheels. Imagine this. You and your friends stepping into a world of pure gaming heaven. Our state-of-the-art bus is packed with the latest consoles, high-definition screens, and a library of games that will blow your mind. Whether you're into intense multiplayer battles or immersive single-player adventures, we've got you covered. Whether it's a birthday party, corporate event, or school function, we'll be there, ready to make your event a gaming extravaganza. Find our website at goldengatesbus.com/gamebus or call 863-250-112 and book your game day before it's too late.
Happy birthday, David! Woo! Can I ask you if you I'm telling you, this is your people. Like, they're just like, maybe. I mean,
Ready, go for it.
So I wrote a lot of notes down, and honestly, I don't know what all of this means. And I'm not going to try to, like, bullet point anything. Like, you could just look at this yourself. You know, it's very profound to me because I feel like you have so many people who have crossed that are rooting for you.
Oh man,
you better hang on to this. Like, you need to like give permission because I feel like there's things I have to say, and it's all good, and it's all with love, but it's gonna touch that real like sensitive space. And this is what I hear. I hear from like a Mimi or a Mima, like I hear from a grandmother.
my grandmother, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like she is saying to me that, you know, maybe there are things you need to write or feelings that you need to feel with your heartbeat, with the rhythm that comes with the healing of letting things go. And she said, this must be Dad's mom.
Her too.
Okay.
She passed when I was young.
Okay,
young.
to me, this is Dad's mom that says something to you. And then Dad, and I wrote that down. I was like, okay. And all I saw was him putting you in the car and playing music. And I see you looking at billboards. And I see, you know, all of these rides that you go on. And I think about all this music and everything you may have experienced from his energy when he got back into the car. And that's what he shows me. And I said, he sings about that. Now, I don't know if you do or not. I could be wrong, okay? Or you've thought about some of the music that used to play when you were in the car with him. I swear I want to put 8 tracks on, but he's not that old. It's cassettes for real, though. Yeah, right? We have cassettes. This records. Is not a CD player. This is
records,
cassette.
Records, cassettes, and shit like that.
Right, because if you're in the car, it's got to be like that. Is there something with the okay, there's so many different notes and so many different thoughts. So to me, I feel like what I'm getting in is so many different loved ones for you. So I have this grandmother that comes through for you. And then I feel like I have your dad that stands with you, who doesn't look like you. I'm just saying, don't get mad.
Shit, I look just like this one.
Come on. The way he's saying, where's the C sound? Like a Carl or a...
As far as like somebody passed or...
Here or there. I just wrote it down, so it was important to me.
Car,
they were talking about something about being on a bridge.
My mother, I don't know, my car, like my mother named Carmen.
Carmen. Is your mother here? Your mother's here, right? Alive? Yeah, I don't kill people, don't worry.
Yeah, my mother named Carmen.
And where does November connect?
I think that's my father.
Okay.
My brother's birthday, my father's September.
I wrote September down as well, Carmen. But I wrote the 9th.
The 9th.
So I don't know if it's 9-9 or if you use 9 as a number. Am I reading you?
My sister's name is Carmen. Her birthday is November 9th.
Okay.
But she's with us.
That's okay. But I might have a parallel. So think about like, okay, so this is kind of weird.
Let's hear it.
There's so many people in this room right now. I'm kind of like, and I'm thinking to myself, every reading is different, and every reading is supposed to be important and have the connection it's supposed to have. I feel like your dad wasn't exactly the nicest person on the planet, and I'm just going to have to say that straight up.
Nah, we wasn't.
Okay, let me just tell him, because he's saying to me kind of like, he's like, I can't apologize because he understands why I did what I did and why I behaved the way I did. He's like, he did his best.
I grew later.
But he said, he just said, don't tell him I was like this great dad. He's like, I was not.
He know that. I told him that. Before he passed.
You told him he wasn't the greatest dad.
He knew
So
that.
he's just giving you validation because he's in spirit going, I understand it. And I'm almost like hot. I'm almost like mad. I'm almost like I want to scream. I think he had extreme anger, kind of like fires coming off of him at times. And he says to me that he loves the way that you would always duck and dodge. He says he doesn't feel like he's sad that he put you in positions where you had to like kind of like get out of the way of his bursts, but at the same time he says that you were always a very you felt like home to him. When he was with you, he felt like he was at home.
He was never there.
But that's what I'm saying. Never there. I get that.
I said, like, it was more.
The only thing
absence,
that he gave me about you was you as a child in the backseat of the car, going on rides. You're going over bridges. I get the name Tootsie or Tootie. I see a W. I see Mima. Somebody's talking about hawks. I feel like you raised a younger brother, maybe. There's something about that. Bringing teddy bears around all the time, like you're doing something good for someone. Again, visions on the bulletin boards. I'm not sure what that means. Do you graffiti?
No, I used to draw.
Okay. So please understand that he's trying to make this important. I think he says you should incorporate. And then NE is not November. New England? NE. I'm Connecticut born. It's not.
I was born in New York. BX, baby.
New York. Mm-hmm. Okay. So with all of that being said, I almost feel like I need to flip that. It's like, well, all right, we have to flip that. I think I have your best friend next to you. Wow. And there's really only one you would call a best friend. I know he had an untimely death, but he talks about dying very quick and being raised up very quick. So I know that there wasn't any, like, prolonged pain attached to this. He talks about something coming at him twice, not once, but twice. He says, I got away the first time, but not the second time. And he laughs. He thinks this is the funniest shit in the world. He says, I dialed you. I dialed you in between. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but I think we call him like Goofy. Like his name should be Goofy. I don't understand.
Boomy.
Boomy?
Very boomy.
He's like, no, always yours, always yours, always yours. I swear to God, this kid was born to be like your sidekick. Boomy. Is he on you? He tattooed?
Nah, about to.
You're about to. He sees it on your back shoulder. He's so excited.
I got my other man's right here.
Yeah, here, it tingles. I don't mean to be weird. I feel you. I needed your family to come through because I needed you to know that I felt a foundation of people that were with you. But then he came through and went, family. I was like, oh, that hurts. You know? I mean, a lot of people can assume by the way I behave or by the way you behave who our family is, right? And who raised us and who may have taken care of us or where we are. You know, I wasn't raised by my birth parents.
Right.
But there's no assumption with that when I look at you and he's like, yeah, neither was he. I'm like, I get it. But I feel like this is your friend, Boomy, saying to me that, like, I'll say that, you raised him. And he says that you may be carrying a lock on you. Do you understand what I mean? No. So I don't know if it's like a, what do you want to call that? Like a locker lock? I don't know. Deadbolt. Padlock. That's what I want. Padlock. Thank you. He goes, you feel like you're carrying a padlock? He goes, tattoo the fucking padlock then. He goes, but you better tattoo the key in it. Because he shows me that you have control of locking and unlocking that padlock. And that you got to stop keeping it tight. And that you're allowed to open it and move it around. And if you got to lock it in somewhere else, that's okay. Because you can't lose the key. The soul is your key. And that's where he is. He's in your heart. You're mad at him. He did something that you told him not to do like 3 hours before.
That was crazy. Right?
You said don't fucking, like 3 hours to the minute or 3 o'clock or 3:03 or 3:33. Do you understand this?
That shit happened like 3 weeks before he died.
3 weeks. Okay, fine.
I was on a jail call with him.
Said don't.
And when he died, I told him, don't go up there. Stop
Yeah, he said,
there.
yeah, well, he didn't.
Stop fucking with niggas out there. We don't fuck with
Listen,
niggas.
he wasn't trying to.
And I already felt it because he ain't that type of person. He just happened to really be at the wrong place, wrong time.
But it was where you told him not to go, and he's recognized.
And he knew that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, like.
He's not gonna say he's sorry.
That shit fucked me up.
I know. He says you're fucked up. But he says just take that lock and that key. He goes if you can and just kind of.
Do it fast.
I don't know. There's that thing that you see sometime where people will take their love and they'll like write something on a padlock and then they'll padlock it to a bridge somewhere. Have you ever seen this?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. It's a thing somewhere. Like different places people do it. It's almost like leaving your love there, like it's locked in. And that's what he's showing me. He's saying that he loves you and it's locked in. You can't change that.
Right.
Where's the P sound? Patrick is his real name? Patty? P? Paul? Who's the P?
Patty, we used to call
Patty.
my boy Tips.
Patty?
My boy Tips, we used to call him Patty.
Okay. Is he there too?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's who tatted on my arm.
Oh, this one.
Shit.
Okay, Patty. I love Patty.
We call him Patty because
I'm sorry. Don't even tell me.
Oh my god.
And then we called him Tips because he had low ass tips.
Didn't you say something earlier that you had a note about toots or tips?
Tootie. Tootie. These are all the notes that I wrote down because I didn't really know what to do while you were talking, so I wrote notes down.
Right.
So I wrote like Tootie because I didn't know what else to put. But Patty makes sense. So did they know each other?
Yeah, we all from the same neighborhood.
Okay, well then think
He
about
actually
it
got
this way.
him. Boonie actually, me and Boonie got him tatted on us when he died in 2005. He got killed by the police.
2 shots.
He got
First one
shot
he
twice.
got out of, second one he ran. I'm sorry.
Nah,
He's just showing me the first
yeah,
one he
shit.
got out of, the second one he didn't. Make sense?
Little son, and I think more or less that was Boonie because he got shot at. I think Boonie died with my boy Jeff.
Here's
they
the
died
cool
together.
thing.
It's a lot of motherfuckers that died. Like, that shit crazy. Man. It's a lot of people, and it all happened from there to now. Like,
This
crazy.
I
They
lost,
say
like,
there's
I
a lot
lost
of
6
people in the
people.
room,
I
too.
lost 6 people last year
People in the
alone.
room. But no, this one. What
You know
was
what I'm saying?
what was the one that just said I'm your best friend?
Boomy.
Boomy.
Me and Boomy got Tips tatted on us when Tips died in 2005.
Boomy says we're tips. You're saying tips. That's where I was trying to get
tips.
the T coming in. Okay, I understand. Boomy says you and him.
Facts.
Period.
And he was older than me. He older than me.
Doesn't matter.
But I was big little bruh. You feel me?
Well, he was
Little
a
big
little
bruh.
like I love him, but he was a little tipped.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He wasn't. What do they say? 51 cards.
He wasn't like us. He was just a real fucking friend.
Yeah.
And we protected that at all times. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't the shooter. He wasn't the hustler. And that was more or less me being big bruh from in there. It was like, yo, bruh, stop going up there. I'm not there to hold you down. Like, you know what I'm saying? But him being such a good dude, like, yo, take this ride with me type of shit. He gonna take the ride with you. You know what I'm saying? But I know what rides he taking. I don't got to be there to know what rides you taking because I know who you around.
He's like, I know. You told me no. You told me no. He's like whining it. I know.
You know what I'm saying? But,
Can I ask you why Carl? Carlton, Carla, Carlo, Carlos, Carlavera? Carl? No.
My girl named Carmilla.
Your girl.
Yeah.
Carmilla. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Maybe I'm getting a little bit of a shout out to her.
Because her grandfather and my father died a week apart.
Okay.
2 years ago.
They go that too.
Yeah.
And she like me, she be getting these type of, and we always locked in since back then. Like that shit be crazy. Like, but her grandfather, they was real close, and then my father died literally a week later, like 2 years ago.
I think that they are very enthusiastic about your work, what you do, where your energy comes through. I think that, I mean, your friends are always going to be with you, but I do feel like your dad carries with you when you sing that sound. If you put yourself back into the back seat of that car when he's playing those cassettes, and I'm laughing because I feel like they're like every cassette he can think of. All like I hear Lionel Richie, like I hear just radio music, but on cassettes. But you sing everything.
Yeah.
You sing everything that he used to play.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'll be listening.
You don't sing it in your work.
You know what's
you
crazy?
sing it in the shower.
It's funny as hell. Fucking, I was just cause he.
I feel like I got the Eagles playing in my head.
I was thinking about dude, right? You feel me? So I was listening to some of his shit, and it just bring me back to the times where it was something like it brought me back to like what she said, and I would play like old Spanish shit. How my mother used to play back in the day. So like, I'm
crazy.
in the car like. My lady, she noticed some of the shit. She black, but she be like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's embedded, like you know what I'm saying. But for her to even see me play, cause I wasn't like that. I didn't grow up like that. Like as far as the choices I made, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know the culture eventually they hit you sometime when it's right. So it's like I start tapping in for real. I understand it more. You get what I'm saying? So like now that I can listen and understand it more, I listen to it more. It makes sense to me now.
And you know all the words.
And not that it didn't make
so
sense. Like I understood Spanish. Yeah, I understood it, but I never understood it. If you get what I'm saying.
Right.
Like,
and
they could talk to me in Spanish all day when I was young, and I could be like, yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't registered in me because I wouldn't understand where they was coming from. Now I, like, understand this shit. So I'll be listening to shit different now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, yeah, like, I still to this day, I play old shit. Like, you know, my mother be like, what you know about that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my father put me on.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
But,
because he sound like a bunch of motherfuckers, so they would make him sing like them without the fucking song because he sounded so good. You get what I'm saying? Like, he was well known, too, in the city. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, in the Spanish community and shit like that. Like,
your dad played music, too.
Yeah, he was a singer. This nigga played everything. Drums, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, life courses took him a different direction. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, yeah.
Right, in the car.
Yeah.
And you're passing all these billboards. You're going on right.
Yeah, naturally.
So you think you could, I see. So, all right, I'm gonna tell you, the only way I can explain to you what he is sharing with me is to share with you something personal, okay? So I'm adopted. So I don't know, you know, I wasn't raised by birth parents. And then when I had my first child, my daughter Julia, it was my first physical contact with my DNA. Make sense?
Yeah, no,
okay.
Fact.
So as she started to grow, she started to sing. And there was one day when I brought her to an open mic. Maybe she was 18. I kind of was like, can I bring my kid? You know, she wants to sing. And maybe the main pub in Manchester, I think. And she started singing, and all of a sudden, I felt her vocal cords like it resonated like DNA. And it was the weirdest thing I'd ever felt. And when you talk about singing, and you talk about your dad and him singing, he says to you, never to, like, underestimate that you can do what he did and more. And more, he says. And more. He said what he did and all of what he did was your whole foundation. And you built up above that.
Nice.
And he thinks that's profound. And he says it he calls it encyclopedias. More. Which is really old school. Sorry.
Very interesting.
Is it okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
So I have a question for you. Hartford Po, what do you think happens when you die? I know nobody knows for sure, right? But just tell me, like,
I just feel you transition. I don't think you die. You can't break or you know what I'm saying, recreate energy. It's just we are what we are. You get what I'm saying? So like, I feel like we live for real.
That's right. So
you know
so what happens? So you die, and then what happens? Explain to me what happens.
I can't explain what you know how you feel when you sleep?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it is.
So that you wake. So that let's say
all that gray shit, all that shit you see, that ball, you feel energy you see when your eyes close, and all that shit you feel. That's what I feel like. That's what that is. I think that's life. I think that's what that is. being able to move how you supposed to freely. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. Felicia, what do you think?
You know, what I think is that nature and biology and our ecology are kind of mirror the spiritual realm. And when we die physically, our bodies become a part of the earth, and they literally become a part of the air and the water, and we recycle back into the planet, and we become a part of the world around, you know, our descendants. And I think it's the same thing when we pass away. Our spirits, we reunite with our ancestors, and we have an opportunity to breathe life, you know, into the next generation.
Fact, I can feel that because, like, you know, a lot of energy be kinetic. So, like, if I share this moment with y'all right here, at some point in time when you transition, we gonna share this shit again because energy gonna always come back together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like,
and we could be reliving it the third time and it feel like the first time again.
So we just happen to be blessed with the ability to share the energy within our own individual realm, our own vessel. But gracefully, we gonna all go back to that one fucking energy. Like, you know the possibilities it took for us to be here, my nigga. Like,
yeah, they say it takes like 1.5 million people to make
imagine
each
that?
living person today.
Can you? And that's just
Miracles.
this much energy, dog, of what we know. We don't even know. It's like this much, dog.
Yeah, you know,
look how big this is in this bus.
Right.
Look at this space and look at the bus space.
Then compared to the
but then look at the space outside the bus.
Yes,
the shit don't stop. Like,
yeah, 100% right. 100% right. Mr. Rebecca, tell me, what do you think happens?
No clue.
No, duh. I would hope not. But what do you tell me? Paint me the picture. You pass, boom. What's the next thing?
So I hear a lot of people talk about when they're with their loved ones when they die. Sometimes they feel this rush of energy, right? Like the soul is leaving the body. And then did a little research and there's articles out there about baby doctors, right? And they talk about this rush that comes through them when the baby takes a breath. Mm-hmm. So I always try to simplify it for people. I say, okay, we're made up of three things, right? Water, bacteria, electricity. Mm-hmm. And that electricity has a map. It knows where it goes. It knows how to come back. It goes in every direction. It connects with everything, all of it, the earth, the sky, the all of us. It's like endless. Electricity can move, and that electricity stays. That's us. It's amazing. I love the perception that you gave me about this is our experience, and this, they say this is I'm a soul having a human experience.
Right.
Perception. We are. They all want us to do the most here that we can. And there, to me, sometimes I say, if I really knew what it was like, I don't know if I'd stay.
Really?
So I think it's good that we only have
this amount of time.
This much.
Yeah. Fact.
Because if I had this much,
it might be too much.
It might be too much.
Yeah.
Might not even you might not
I mean,
even experience it the same.
What we're doing right now is so much.
Yeah, that's
right?
a fact.
It's a lot.
That's a fact.
Bring me more?
I believe the same thing. I always feel like when you die, it's kind of like when you snap out of like a daydream. Because, when you're in the daydream, so when I first got into like the interest of dreaming and that space of like lucid dreaming and stuff like that, I questioned it because when I'm dreaming, sometimes I'm conscious and sometimes I'm not conscious.
Right.
So the times that I am conscious, I can sometimes like tell myself, okay, like this is the dream. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, this is the real and this is the dream. And then one day I was really conflicted because I'm like, oh shoot, what if each, perception that I'm perceiving is life until the death, when then it becomes like how a dream is? Because biologically, I feel like humans, like everything we do is for a reason, right? And for what other reason will we have dreams besides, I don't know, but like what other reason will we have a dream than for it to give us visions about other things that can exist somewhere else? It's like the frequency you're just not on until your body's asleep.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. That's all about right.
Yeah.
I can
see that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
But that's why we all put here, because we all get our own individual aspect of what we feel this shit is. All we know is it's something different after this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And that's the only thing promised to us
is death. Yeah. Yeah, like it's coming. It's
coming.
coming.
It's coming, motherfucker. So
you can enjoy life all you want.
But
it's coming.
I'm planning on being here for a long time.
You know what's crazy with that,
yo?
I work at a cancer center, right, in Plainville. I've been there 5 years, right? And I see a lot of people come and go. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Gerald's taught me not to get attached to nobody, but you grow bonds with people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sure.
Quite naturally.
Human
I'm
nature.
just a people person. That's just, it is what
That's
it is.
energy.
But, it's happened twice, yo, and this shit was crazy. Like, I never felt no shit like this before. Like, there was this one lady who, she was coming in for maybe about 2 years, going through the radiations, the chemos, and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I run the valet service up there, so that's how I get close to a lot of people, you know. Sometimes I'm the only person these people talk to.
Right.
They don't got kids
You
or their
give
family don't fuck with them, so, you know, then, they
how you doing?
Look at this type of place they coming to, so, like, that shit put all my little troubles to rest.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So for them 8 hours, I'm there, you know, comforting, but this particular day, this shit was crazy, and me and the co-workers at the front desk, we all felt this shit at the same time. Like, the lady coming from the back, and this day she's in a wheelchair, and she with her daughter boo-hooing. We know what all that shit mean. If you don't hit a bell 9 times, I've been there long enough to see what's going on. This is a whole different world for me right here. You know what I'm saying? But she rolls up, yo, and she specifically looks at me. She's like, my name is Alexis. She's like, hey, Alexis, I just want to thank you for always making me smile and always comforting me through these times and all that. But she looked me dead in my face and said, I'm ready. And I'm like, oh, you want your car? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be right up. She's like, no, honey, like, I'm ready. Like, I don't think you're gonna be seeing me again. Like, she's like, my daughter having a hard time accepting it, but she taught me the meaning of acceptance, like to the millionth power. Like, I'm trembling right now. This shit was so real. Like, yo, she looked at me dead. Yo, bro, my eyes watered everything. And I looked at my friend, Tyler. She looks at me. And we looked at each other. She like, and we like, yo, like, I ain't even know what to say. I'm like, nah, man, listen, like, you stay strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, but it was like, I believed it when she said it. You get what I'm saying? It was like that real. Like, she convinced you that shit. Like, yeah, like.
She knew.
Oh, she knew. She knew, and then there was another dude, Dean. I used to call him Brooklyn Dean. I seen this dude come in there, and it's funny because he came in there, he had already beat cancer, and when I met him, he was like coming in for some other shit. He was walking, like, about a year later, this dude coming in crutches. 6 months later, he in a chair. 6 months later from there, they bringing him in the ambulance to get his treatment. He can't talk, lost his hair, everything. And he just kept telling me, yo, Alex, man, I'm fucking done with this shit, man. Like, I'm fucking done. I'm like, man, Dean, stop talking like that. You're talking crazy. He's like, no, man, like, dude, I'm done. He's like, yo, I'm not even here, man. Like, he's like, but I love you, kid. Like, white dude now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love you, kid. Like, I'm like, nah, man, you bugging, Dean. What, you want a coffee or something? Nigga, he don't come back to the home. His ex-wife used to go there too for treatment. They was like real good friends. So she comes up there for her, 6 month checkups, and she just pulled me to the side pipe about a couple months ago. She's like, hey, I'm gonna tell you, Dean died. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, he felt it though. So it was like, can I be sad for him? Watching him go through this shit, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, of course, but it's like, damn, man, like, sometimes it's like, they show me to accept that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, damn, it's like, it is what it is. Like, that was the real meaning of it is what it is, man. It's over. In the flesh, like, I've never witnessed that until being there. Like, that was crazy. Like,
humbling.
Right, that is so humbling. Man.
Real shit. Like, and we all go through shit. I still go through shit. I'm going through shit now. But, like, when I go to work, that'd be like my little peace of mind. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That sending you back to reality.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be a time that's going to be me. So you enjoy your time. Stay positive. Do the right things.
You know what I hear every time up there? Don't get old, kid. Like, I'm trying, but it's happening. I swear.
Ooh, I'd love to know where that fountain of youth is or something.
What?
Yo. Yo, Hartford Po, do you have any final words for us, brother?
Man, stay blessed, man. Stay positive, man. Real shit. Like, y'all dope. Y'all energy is dope. Y'all aspect, y'all whole conversation is dope. This is real shit. I like to talk about that people don't talk about.
Facts.
But niggas bring me to interviews and want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, who I don't like and shit I don't even like to entertain, you feel me? But this right here, anytime, anything, man, this was dope, man. Real
That's
shit,
a
man. I
fact.
think y'all appreciate y'all real shit anytime.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Mr. Rebecca, you have any words for our
Oh
good
my
friend Hartford Po?
I'm blessed to meet you. And thank you so much. And to be in an environment like this and yeah, absolutely. and to just be able to bring my Felicia with me and, you know, to just hang out with you and the way we just kind of connected. Now we're friends for life, right? Because we're always going to be connected.
Yeah, you always be, both you guys.
You ever need to
all
just-
y'all can always come
You
back.
ever need to just bug someone out? Let me know.
Let me know.
That's a
I'm always
fact.
willing to come out.
This was wonderful.
That's a fact. That's a
right?
fact. I loved it.
Yeah.
Felicia, any final words?
This was just a real blessed space and the energy.
I love to
You
hear
know,
it.
I'm always here for it. So
Nice.
Yeah.
This was
Nice.
dope. This was dope.
Yo, my girl Felicia's about to give Hartford Po some of that Africa.
Talking.
Y'all know
Love
by
it.
now, y'all heard it. So I know
Talking.
y'all can't ruin it for him. He's
Don't-
about to
don't
get blessed.
fuck this up for me, because this comes from the roots of where we from.
Where's your? Let's
You
put
feel me? You feel me?
oh yeah.
the picture out so he can see.
Hold on
Oh,
a second.
yeah, there you go.
This is just the book cover.
That's dope.
I appreciate
dope.
y'all tuning in.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? We do this for real. We have good conversations. We doing this out of East Hartford, Connecticut. You know what I mean? We get into the magic. Y'all know where to find us. Jump in the comments. Let us know how you feel so we can continue to grow this platform. I don't take donations, but I do take donations. You know what I'm saying? All right, do what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, follow, do that good stuff. Everybody's information will be in the description. I love y'all. Peace. Thank you.